Welcome back, everyone. I'm so looking forward to passing the baton to Ari Chasdal of CRISP. Ari, thanks for being here. Please take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, my name is Ari Chasdal. I'm the founder and CEO of CRISP. So today we're going to talk about how you as a growth brand can be data ready. How can you have the same data infrastructure as the big brands? We all know that the resources a big brand can pour into data and technology can often be very unfair to a growing brand. Not anymore. We're going to go through all of the best practices and the hacks for how you can have exactly the same data infrastructure for a fraction of the cost. So, but first, in the next slide, 10 seconds about us as CRISP. We are a software company. We're exclusively focused on the food and beverage space. Earlier this year, we introduced this concept of programmatic commerce. It just means automatic feed of all the data that you need into one place, so you don't have to do all of the manual work. More about that in a second. We built some very large technology companies before, and we are super fortunate to work now with hundreds and hundreds of companies, from the growing $10 million companies up to the $80 million companies. And in the next slide, we showcase a couple of those. As a fellow entrepreneur, we love to work with the challenger brands. We work with the big ones too, but we really enjoy working with the challenger brands. We love the rebels. We love the ones that don't accept the status quo. We love the ones that see they can do something better. So anyone from ice cream companies, like we work with High Road here, and allowing them to continue to grow, and I think they are one of the fastest growing ice cream brand in the US now, to Greenleaf, who are creating these plant-based foods, which is certainly a big part of our future, and to Zest as well, who exactly their quote was, with CRISP, we have the data access of a much larger company. So empowering these brands to become huge brands and big challenges is what we really thrive on. So in the next slide, I'll talk a little bit about kind of how we do that and how we position ourselves. So for CRISP, we specialize in all of these, I would call them almost info highways in between the companies in the space. So all the way out on the right side, we have the retailers, we have distributors, we have you as the food brands, and then we have raw material. We focus on the information that flows in between these different entities. And on the next slide, we know that being a rebel in this space is sometimes really hard, because the infrastructure that you need to work with is not made in last year, not made 10 years ago, maybe made 20 years ago. You have to log into fairly antiquated retailer and distributor portals to pull down a lot of information to understand how your brand is doing in the market. And the more distribution you get, the more distributors and the more retail channels, the harder this problem actually gets. So in the next slide, we'll show a little bit kind of how we can help with that problem. So we automatically connect into all of these places that data exists. So be it a Target or an Amazon or a Walmart or UNFI or Whole Foods or for 20 or 30 other companies like that, we pull out all of the sell-through information, your inventory, spoilage, chargeback, promotion, pricing, category information, anything that you need to make better decisions and grow faster. And we take it from all of the formats that exist. It can be spreadsheets, emails, APIs, portals, flat file. It doesn't matter to us. We get all of that structured and organized, so it's easy for you. And then on the next slide, I'll show you a little bit what you then can do with that data. So the first part of it is just analytics, understanding where everything is going. You can pull it into an Excel, Power BI, Looker, Tableau, Domo. These are all business intelligence type of tools. And it doesn't matter which one you prefer to use, we will put the data in there. Some companies also go through this cloudification of their business. So they put it into an Azure or to a Snowflake, very popular, Amazon or Google. We can also put the data in there. and then into Salesforce, so you can follow up with a sales team, or into ads even, so you can market in areas where you see that you currently want to build more distribution. Then in the next slide, this is an example of how a sales leader would do that. They would take all of that the data from the portals, from the Walmart, KE, Unify, etc. And then we would deliver a daily, easy to understand alert. This particular store was supposed to order, but they didn't. Maybe the tag fell off. Maybe they forgot to order. Maybe they believe they have more inventory than they actually have. But they didn't do what they're supposed to do. So we will automatically then trigger an alert that goes to our sales team that can then pick up the phone and call the distributor, or even call the store. The next slide, an example from how we would tool it for a business analyst. So this is the smart analyst that's sitting in the main office and pulling all the data in and putting it into their business intelligence tools. They can look at absolutely everything, category management, account operations, anything, and put that into a business analyst tool. Or in the next example, for Instacart. So we know how important this has become for food brands to be in front of the consumers that are buying from home. We can take all the data and then allow you to buy smarter Instacart ads to make sure that you drive more sales for your products. And in the next one, if you have Nielsen, maybe we can also take all the Nielsen data. We have a big partnership with Nielsen, so we can take that and put that into tools that are more usable than PowerPoints and Excel. And then for the last one, we can even take it and put it into search. So if you're doing a search marketing, or if you are doing something within the Google ecosystem, kind of knowing exactly where your products are sold in real time, allows you to optimize your search spend, for instance. But through all of this, we can then just get data out of the places where it exists today in an easy way. Takes in the next slide. Takes in day one, you decide kind of what connectors you want to include. Is it Target, Kroger, Walmart, Unify, or anybody else? In day two, the day after, we demo everything, your own data in our own dashboard, and you decide where you want this data. And then day three, we show you your own data in your own systems. So that's how you beat a big company, because these things take 2 to 3 years to do in a big company. There are ERP systems and there are all kinds of consultants involved. But this you can actually now, you can hack this whole thing and you can do this in days and for a fraction of the cost. So and we love the challengers, we love the companies who can want to build and become big. And if we can help support that journey, we're here so that you can be data ready. Thank you.